الصوت واضح؟ يس. اوكي.
يا
طيب.
دكتورة بينتهي بريك يعني كلمتك إن عندي دوام.
طيب اوكي. اوكي just attend اللي بتقدر عليه. I'm recording even the class now. اوكي.
يصير أحضر معك السؤال الأول لحده.
اوكي ما في مشكلة. طيب طيب now we want to solve this one, which is either true or false, and we have to justify our answer, not to say only true or false. طيب to do that لازم شنو؟ we have to check the case. What is the case? الكيس هو A في T transpose should equal to A transpose في A. Is this happen when A is equal to 1? Because he gave me here this matrix and I don't know what's the value of A. But this we need it under certain condition. So that is the condition. And this is why, as you said, first we have to find A في A transpose and then A transpose في A. How we get the transpose of the matrix? Tell me. How we get the transpose of the matrix?
الصف نخليه عمود.
Yeah.
أو العمود نخليه صف عفوا.
Okay.
Change the role on the column.
Okay. So this is the A as it is. I write it, which is 2 and 3A, and then A and 2. Correct? Type. And
Right.
now we need the A transpose. So I'll change the rows to columns, well, columns to rows. So it's going to be this 2, 3A. It will be column. So it is 2 and 3A, correct? And then
Right.
A, 2,
2.
and then this is A, and then this is 2. So this is, now if I multiply, I'm going to get what? A fill A transpose, correct? Then we multiply. Type, okay, what is the resultant if we multiply?
The product root 2 into 2.
العكس.
Right. So you multiply a row times the column. Okay, so give me the answer. What's the answer?
2 ضرب 2 4.
4.
4
4
زائد 9 A تربيع
9A square. Okay, and then this is the first element, correct? So
correct.
now we do with this one. Okay, so it's 2A plus 6A, correct? That is 8.
Yes, total 8.
A. Type. And now we
After
move
that,
this one. We multiply it.
الصف اللي تحت بيكون 8A.
Type. So this is 8A, and then
A square plus 4.
A تربيع plus 4.
so A square plus 4.
Plus 4.
Yeah, in this case we got what? A for A transpose. Type as the same, we have to do what here to find the A transpose for A. So this is the A transpose times the A, correct? Okay, so now what? We should take care of what? An order. So this is first, so it should be the first, okay? So this is going to be equal to 2 and 3A, and here
A and A.
and
A
2.
and 2. And 2.
This is the A transpose times the A. What is the A? 2 3A
3A A 2.
Yeah, okay. And now we multiply the same way. We would always multiply a row times the column to give me the first element, correct? So this is equal to
4 plus A power 2.
2 في 2 before 4 plus A square, correct? So which is A square plus 4. Correct?
A square plus 4.
Type. And then the other one?
8A.
And 8A.
8A. And then?
8A.
And 8A. 4 plus 9A square.
And 4
plus 4.
9A square.
9A square. Okay.
Yes.
Type. what we need. What we are looking for.
Now 9a square minus a square.
What is that? What you want to make? What you want to find? Tell me.
9a square minus a square.
This is what you're doing. And احنا
يساوي 4 minus 4
Okay.
minus 4
our aim now what?
يصير 8a تربيع.
طيب. Our aim is what? Is to find are they when they will be equal, and I want to test the equality. For this to be equal, يعني this matrix should equal to this matrix here. This can happen only when
Yes.
الشرط شنو؟ and each element should equal to
each other.
corresponding one there in the other matrix, correct?
Yes.
طيب يبقى عشان equality to hold we should have what? We should have what? طيب اللي هو هيكون عندنا
now
4 plus 9a square should equal to what?
4 plus a square.
A square plus 4. And then also this should equal to this, but already equality is there, correct? And this should equal to this, already equality is there. And as well, this one is equal to this one, but this is the same as this, correct?
All the equal
So
zero.
the only way out for these to be equal is this, for this matrix to equal this matrix is few only one condition, okay, should be met, that this one it should equal to that one. Type for this one to equal to that one, that means what? This implies we take the 4, we cancel the 4s, correct? Yeah. And then this will happen 200 لما 9a square is equal to a square. Bring them all in one hand. That is 9a square minus a square should equal to 0, correct? طيب 9a square minus a square معناه شنو؟ معناه 8 a square should equal to 0. So this can happen. The only way for this to happen is what? This implies شنو؟ ده معناه شنو؟ From
Zero.
here, what I'm getting? What is 0? The a is 0, correct?
Yeah.
Because this cannot equal to 0. That means a square is 0. That means a should equal to 0. So يبقى these two matrices
false.
root and then
A transpose can equal the A transpose في A only under one condition. What is that
So
condition?
it is false.
Yeah, so it is
equals
the
to
A should equal to 0. And this is not. يبقى this one is what? False. Yes? Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now we go to the second type. Anyone solve this part? If A and B are n times n invertible matrices, first, what's the meaning of invertible? Tell me. What do we mean by invertible? When we say that the matrices are invertible. Invertible يعني شنو?
When it
What
has an inverse?
Yeah, that means it has an inverse. That means A inverse exists. Correct? يعني there is an inverse. Exists an inverse. Okay, this is one thing. طيب, the other thing. احنا لحد هسه انا عايزه اعرف التو rules. بعدين نستعمل يا واحد فيهم. It's okay, it's fine. What's the other rule?
equal to 0.
What? Yeah. Repeat it again.
That it doesn't equal to 0.
What is it?
An
Doesn't
inverse.
equal. Not. No. No.
دكتور أول شيء ننزل مصفوفة نفس ما هي.
أنا ما عايزة الحل. أنا في الأول عايزة أفهم المسألة. عايزة أفهم يعني شنو invertible matrices. يعني شنو لما نقول لي invertible matrix.
The determinant shouldn't be equal to 0?
Okay. إحنا to test the invertible, there are two things. Either we find the inverse وألقى إنه الinverse exists, or else to find the determinant. If it is invertible, the determinant should equal to what? Should أخذنا جماعة الجزء ده اختبرنا فيه. Yes, we had exam on it. If it is invertible, that means the determinant of this matrix should
It's not equal to 0.
not equal to 0. To have an inverse, the determinant, why is that? We said that because if we had, Damon, how we find the inverse? We put the matrix here, correct? And here we put the identity, correct? Yes. And then what we do? We try to reduce this one to the echelon form, correct? طيب, if in the echelon form I
given
end up
AB square
this that
يساوي
دقيقة احنا
A
ما قاعدين
square and
excuse me دقيقة احنا قاعدين نشرح لسه. Okay, we did not start to solve. I'm just till now I'm explaining. I want to remind you, what do we mean by invertible? Okay, so let us first understand what do we mean by invertible and what information we'll get, and then after that we solve our problem. Okay, and this is the idea of having a tutorial class, that we take the example, we understand all the words inside and we understand the problem. Okay, and we remind ourselves with the laws that we have different laws, but that it's easy, we can solve the problem. Okay, and even لو كان في different ways to solve the problem, let us take it. Just we're making practice. You got the idea? Okay. So this is the matrix A. Okay, if the inverse exists, that means what? When you reduce this one to the echelon form, you have to reach here to the identity. The inverse exists. And this part, اللي هو كان identity في الأول, is going to be the part for the inverse. Correct? طيب. If this part was not the identity, لو كان this is not the identity, then this part is not the inverse. And in this case, that the matrix will has no inverse. It is not invertible. واضح الكلام؟ يبقى عشان تكون invertible لازم لما I reduce it to the echelon form لازم لما البارت حق ال A يصل للجزء بتاع ال identity. And in this case, yeah, the inverse exists, and this part of the matrix is going to be my inverse. Type okay. The other, what is the statement? The other statement for the matrix to be invertible is that the identity should not equal to 0. Why is that? Because طيب احنا عايزين شنو? A determinant for this not to be equal to 0. That is what? That is the determinant of A should not equal to 0. طيب. Why it is not equal to 0? Because the determinant of this, which I get it from that, who reduce echelon form, is not equal to 0. Actually, this, what is the determinant for this? The determinant of this is 1, 0, 0. A determinant, لو كان, this is our matrix 0, 0, 1. What is the determinant of this one? لو كانت الماتريكس 3 by 3, 4 by 4. Here in our example, 3 by 3. Okay, identity, it is I3. If it is I3, so what is the determinant? What is the value of the determinant? Tell me. What is the value of this determinant?
1.
1. لأنه just we multiply the diagonals, correct? احنا قلنا لو عندنا أي diagonal matrix, we want its determinant, then the determinant, just we multiply the diagonal. So this is equal to 1, not equal to 0. Since this one is not equal to 0, immediately that means this one, yeah, it could have a value. But the most important thing is that this one is not equal to 0. And so this is the statement of the theorem. I want to ask, why, since this one is equal to 0, then Tawali, this implies that that one is not equal to 0. Tell me why. Why? What do you think? What do you think? السؤال شنو؟
Because maybe it's invertible when I is 1, A is 0, and when A is 1, I is 0 كده.
طيب I'll tell you. Actually we had it in that class. احنا قلنا شنو؟ في lesson of the determinant. Okay? When we're doing the determinant. That if I have a determinant, okay? Let's say A. And we have another matrix B. But this B, we got it from A. By what? Multiply a row. خلينا نعمل multiply a row by a number and add it to the other. In this case, you know, what about the determinant A or determinant B? What is the relation between them? Huh? If the determinant B, I got it from our matrix B, I got it from the matrix A by multiplying one of its rows by a number and add it to the other one. So what's the relation? This is one of the rules we had before. What's the relation between these two determinants? العلاقة شنو بين الاثنين ديل؟ We had the quiz for that. Did you do the quiz? عملنا الكويز صح ولا لا؟ ها؟
ايوه دكتورة.
طيب لو كانت عندي طبعا I'll tell you one thing. Let me give you the example. Let's say that I have the matrix 2 or 3, okay? Let's say and 1 and 4, for instance. Okay? This 8 minus 3. So the determinant of this matrix اللي هي الماتريكس A الdeterminant حقتها is equal 2 في 4 ب 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. Now if the الماتريكس حقتي B اللي هي what? Now I will multiply this by 2 and add it to original. يعني I'm going to get this new matrix by what? I'll change what? I'll change R2. Okay? And the new R2 is equal the old R2 plus 2R1. يبقى حيكون عندي شنو؟ 1 في 2 ب 2. 2 plus 2 4. Yes? طيب and now 2 في 4 ب 8. 8 plus 3 is 11, correct? And the other as it is. Yes? احنا قلنا شنو؟ Multiply a row by a number. I multiply this row by this number. And I add it to the other. Add it to the other. اللي هو add it to this one. So I change only one row اللي هو this one by adding a multiple of other row to that row. So what is the relation between the two determinants يا جماعة? If I am getting, now I want to get the determinant of this one and I determinant of this one. هل there is a law? We had it before or no? What is the law? What is the law? That the two determinants are equal. عايز تتأكد 4 في 4 بكم؟ 16 minus 11 في 1 ب 11. 16 minus 11, isn't it 5? Same answer or no? So the determinant of A is equal to the determinant of B. Correct or no? Yes?
Yes.
طيب أنا to move from a matrix and reach to reduce echelon form, what I'm doing? I either what? To start from one and to change to the other. What? Either I do like this. So while I am doing the steps, and in each step I'm doing like that. So the new determinant of the matrix is the same as the old one. It will change, okay, if what? If I am multiplying a row by a number. صح؟ الاوبريشنز اللي احنا كنا اخذناهم شنو؟ الثانية مثلا 2. Okay, this is was 1, this is 2. If we multiply one row by a number, let's say 2 مثلا. So what's the relation between the two matrices? The matrix, okay, الماتريكس النيو هتساوي twice الماتريكس الأولانية, correct? يعني if this matrix you just have B كانت حقتك, B حقتنا كانت is what? مثلا 2 و 3 و here this one بدل 1 و 4 let's make it مثلا 3 و 12. So is there a relation between this determinant and this determinant? Yes. If you calculate, you are going to find that 2 times this مش 2 هنا أنا multiply times شنو؟ I multiply times 3. So this value should be 3 times this. طب let's see. 2 في 12 ب 24. صح؟ دي 12 ولا yeah. 24. 24 minus 9 is 15. Correct? طيب هل فعلا بتساوي 3 times the determinant of A or no? A determinant حاجات كانت 5. 5 في 3 it is 15, correct? So yes. Okay, the third thing, if I change the rows بيغير لي minus sign. And this is only the allowed operations when we are شنو reducing to the echelon form اللي هي linear operation. يبقى if A is not 0 then B is not 0. And here if A is not 0 B is not 0. طيب في الثاني لما يكون عندنا the determinant of A is equal to minus the determinant of B. So if this is not 0, يبقى this is not 0. Or if this is not 0, then that is not 0. يبقى when I reduce to the echelon form, I'm doing one of these 3. Then I reach to this one, correct? And this one is not 0. The determinant of this one is not 0, which implies the determinant of that one is not 0. يبقى this is why we had this rule. Okay? يبقى if a matrix is invertible, that means what? That means A has an inverse. Another thing, that means as well that the determinant of A is not equal to 0. Clear? Now let's solve our problem and understand what do we mean by invertible. Type and what are the theorems behind. Okay? Type. Now we want, he said that A is not and B both they have an inverse, are invertible. Both they are invertible. طيب. Now if they are both invertible, هل always and if A في B square is equal to this, then this will imply that AB should equal to BA or no? This is the question. What is the condition that I have been given? I have been given this, and I have been given that both A and B has an inverse. Type, okay. يبقى let's start. That is A, he gave us B, the whole square is equal to A square في B square. Okay, then how I proceed? Then كيف حليته كيف الفكرة شنو الidea شنو؟ How can I test that if this is the case, then is this the case or no? What I do? What do you think? Okay.
نوزع السكوير يصير A P multiply AP.
Okay. So she changed this. She said that this is square. That means everything is square. لأن لما يكون عندي 2 square that is معناته 2 في 2 correct؟ وهكذا. طيب A في B the whole square that means the matrix A times B times the matrix AB as well. A في B. Okay, and then this should equal as given not always صح؟ على حسب المعطى هنا and I'm using المعطى. This should equal to A square في B square. طب okay then how I proceed?
كل سكوير كمان نسوي A
Yeah.
multiply PP.
Yeah, this one you want to write it as
A multiply A.
I multiply B multiply B. طب okay.
Yeah, that's right.
And
بعدين
then
ممكن نوزعها.
يعني شنو أوزعها؟
الجهة اللي على اليسار
okay.
أيوة نفكها من الأقواس ممكن.
حتفكي كيف بالأقواس؟
يعني
نشيل
الأقواس AB
أشيل الأقواس أوكي أشيل الأقواس
without bracelet.
أوكي أوكي.
أو ننزل الA.
صارت متشابهة الحين I think.
Yeah.
ما كانت متشابهة ولا حاجة. شوف الأوردر.
Okay.
Do we have
نحط
that؟
الB والA في
هل هو ده الأكشوال اللي أنا عايزة أثبته. لكن it's not always that A في B is equal to B في A. ده not like the numbers. هل ده always satisfied؟
No. في المultiply no.
Correct؟ إلا يقول لي في مسألة إنه yes A B equal then I can use it. Otherwise it's not like numbers. It's not like real numbers. في real numbers 2 times 3 is equal to 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Yeah, this is correct. But in matrix
لا دكتورة A أس minus 1 و A بتحطها بين الأقواس ال B وال A بعدين بتحط ال B ونفس.
Okay. Since inverse exists, I use that. I know what rules we have. We have A inverse في A. If I have any matrix that is invertible, when you multiply it times its inverse, this will give you the identity, correct? And even from the right hand side also, A في A inverse, when you multiply, this is equal to the identity. Okay. Moreover, we know that the identity, okay, الماتريكس تحت الايدنتيتي. What is the matrix تحت الايدنتيتي؟ مش عارفين كلنا what is the matrix of the identity, correct? It's the matrix اللي هي 1 0 مثلا 0 0 0 1 0 وهكذا correct؟ اللي هي هيكون فيها 4 ones في الدياجونال. لو كانت A 5 ones في الدياجونال 5 في 5 correct؟ We know what's the identity.
كذا دكتور كتبت
طيب always just a minute. Always the identity times a matrix is equal to the matrix, correct? Yes? Okay. Now let's, since always you have to look after where you want to reach. I want AB is equal to BA. This can happen or no. طيب. I want to get rid of this A. Can I get rid of? Yes, by multiplying في A inverse. هيبقى عندي A inverse في A from the left hand side في B في A في B. It should be the same as what you do لما يكون عندنا equality equation like that. What we do في left hand side we should do في right hand side to keep the equation equality holds, correct? طيب يبقى what we do, we multiply here by A inverse, okay? So we have to apply it here as well. So what do we have? A inverse في A, صح؟ بعدينك times this, the remaining times A times B times B, correct? So A inverse في A ب identity, correct? Then the identity when we multiply it by A هتدينا شنو؟ هتدينا A. يبقى this part will reduce لشنو؟ خلاص this في this بالidentity والidentity في A ب A، يبقى عندي A في B في B correct؟ والleft hand side so this is also the identity صح؟ والidentity في B ب B so B في A في B. يبقى now what do we have new? We have this is equal to that. طيب okay this is equal to that. Now did I reach? No, I'm looking after AB is equal to BA. طيب if I cancel this B I will be done لأنه حيكون عندي خلاص BA is equal to AB اللي هي ال AB أهي وال BA أهي. طيب how I cancel this? He told me that also B is invertible. That means B inverse exists. So I want to get rid of this B. We multiply from the right hand side by B inverse both sides, correct? طيب وB في B inverse بكم بشنو؟ بالidentity.
Yeah.
والidentity times any matrix بالmatrix, correct? طيب وهنا B inverse في B also بالidentity. والidentity times any matrix بالmatrix. يبقى what I'll get في النهاية I'll get BA is equal to A.
AP.
يبقى yes. If this is the case and A or B has an inverse, then this is correct.
True.
This is true. Clear?
Yeah,
دكتورة
clear.
ممكن؟
أيوة أسأل تفضل.
الله يعطيك العافية. دحين دايما نقدر نقول الانفيرس اللي هو دحين في ثالث خطوة شايفتها؟
الخطوة وين؟
الثالثة.
دقيقة.
لا هنا على
هنا أوكي.
لا فوق
هنا
فوق كمان ايوه.
هنا
لا تحت.
إيه؟
تحت ايوه هنا ايوه. هل دائما اذا بغينا نشيل اذا كان عندنا A بس في الطرف الايسر والطرف الايمن بدون الطرف الايمن بس في الطرف الايسر نقدر نشيله بالطريقة هذه؟
شوف يس لكن yes you can take it but شنو يعني أنت دايما عندنا equality خلاص. طيب مثلا let's say 3 في 4 ب 12 فعلا بتساوي 2 في 6. To have this equality always what you do في left hand side you should do في طيب يعني ده معناه إذا أنا ضربت هنا في تلت to have this balance I should multiply here by 1/3. What I do في left hand side طيب هنا ال 1/3 هي الانفيرس لدي so على اوكي بقت فيها الواحد 1 في 4 ب4 so 4 هل بتساوي فعلا الناتج اللي هنا 3 فيها دي فيها الاثنين اوكي you got the idea.
I got it.
So okay always if you have equality what you do في left hand side you have to do it there. وشبهت عليك بالميزان عشان تخليه متوازن balanced شنو you add to the right hand side نفس الحاجة اللي you added to the left. دبلت الكمية هنا تدبل الكمية هنا and that's it.
تمام واضح يعطيك العافية.
الله يعافيك. Is it clear? Any other question? Any other question? We move to the other. Okay. Now this one. Okay. Let me go down. أنا قادرة أنزل. Okay. Anyway, we can solve here. ما في مشكلة. ها. Okay. Now. طبعا إحنا we are looking after it's true or false. So, is it true that always this determinant is greater than or equal to 0 or no? What does that mean? That means
سمحت بعد إذنك.
أيوة تفضل.
ممكن بخصوص الأول مسألة بس عندي فيها ملاحظة.
Okay, I go back. أول the first.
عذرا يعني.
Okay.
احنا ما كان ممكن ان احنا نسوي الاي لوحدها، يعني نحلها لوحدها as supposing ان الاي اساسا equal 1، وهنطلع نتيجه، هتطلع نتيجه معايا في الماتريكس دي 2 multiply 2
هيطلع عندك الماتريكس دقيقة هيطلع عندك الماتريكس 2 و3
وبعدين 1
و2
و2. تمام.
اوكي
فانا لو حليتها هتطلع، حليت الايه لحالها كده هتطلع كده النتيجه بتاعتها 1، يعني 2 ملتبلاي 2 ب 4.
انت طلعت الديترمينانت.
ايوه يعني عملت 2 ملتبلاي 2 ماينس 3 ملتبلاي 1 هيطلع ناتج عندي بواحد. وبعدين رحت جايب اللي هي الايه ترانسبوز،
طيب
وغيرت الايه القيم، خليت 3 تحت والواحد فوق.
طيب اوكي 2 و3 و1 و2 اوكي
وبعدين رحت عامل اللي هي 2 ملتبلاي 2 هتصير 4،
4
وبعدين
ماينس 3 1 اوكي
هيطلع نفس الناتج. يعني بعدين اروح اقول ان الاي تايمز الاي ترانسبورت هيطلع بواحد، هي برضه الاي ترانسبورت ملتبلاي الايه.
No, just a minute. Okay, I'll tell you when this way will be correct, but yours now is completely wrong. Why? Actually, when you do this for this times this for this, this is not a matrix. Now, what you found the determinant of the matrix. This is determinant of the matrix. This is something completely different. So it's not. And here we are talking about what? We are talking about the matrix, but not the determinant of the matrix. You got the idea?
تمام.
So ما عنده أي دخل بالdeterminant. I cannot talk about the determinant, but I'll tell you when you can use your solution. I'll tell you now.
اوكي مشكور.
فهمت انه في فرق بين الdeterminant بتاعت الماتريكس
ايوه يا دكتور.
راحت الشاشة؟
راح.
دقيقة.
ايوه يا دكتور.
دقيقة.
بس عيد الفرق بين الديترمينانت.
دقيقة. اوكي now it's clear صح؟
ايه.
طيب. اوكي. الديترمينانت هي محددة المصفوفة. هي قيمة تطلع لي عدد واحد، عدد حقيقي. اوكي؟ يعني بتضرب ده في ده ناقص ده في ده، ده اسمها محددة المصفوفة. المصفوفة هي كده فيكتورز. عرفتها؟ فيها روز وفيها كولومز. Now here هل جاب لي في السؤال ده أي سيرة للديترمينانت؟ جاب أي سيرة للديترمينانت؟ نو. صح؟ طيب.
لا.
ابقى أنا ما أشتغل حاجة هو ما طلب مني. طيب but you can solve in your method in another way. I tell you how. طيب هو قال لك لو ال A بواحد then this is should equal to this. What I'll do? I do like that. I put مثلا 2. خلاص هعوض ال A بواحد. I'm going to substitute that the A is 1. So I'll get 2, 3, and then 1 or 2. But it is still a matrix. So this is my A when when A is equal to 1.
1.
طيب. Then I get what? For this matrix, I get the A transpose. So what's the A transpose for this matrix? It is 2, 3, صح? 1 or 2.
2.
Now what I do? I find A في A transpose. طيب اللي هو I'm going to multiply this one time like that. So this will give me what? A في A transpose. This will give me that the value is going to be equal to 2 في 2 ب 4 plus 3 في 3 ب 9. 9 plus 4 it is 13. Correct? And then after that I will multiply this one here. And then 2 في 1 ب 2 plus 3 في 2 ب 6. 6 plus 2 this is 8. And then now we move to this one and we multiply it. So times this one طيب اللي هو هيكون 1 في 2 ب 2 plus 2 في 3 ب 8 2 plus 3 sorry 2 plus 6 which is 8 صح 1 في 2 plus 2 في 3 2 في 3 ب 6 plus 2 is 8 and now we do for this one 1 في 1 ب 1 plus 2 في 2 ب 4 1 plus 4 is 5 so we get what this is the matrix A في A transpose now I do what I find A transpose في A this is going to be equal to 2 3 1 2 multiplied by 2 3 1 2 correct and we do the same this times that what I'm going to get I'm going to get 2 في 2 ب 4 4 1 في 1 ب 1 4 plus 1 is 5 before I complete and find these elements here هل في equality this is A transpose في A and this is A في A transpose هل في equality equality will hold if the first element is equal to the first element the second is equal وهكذا but from the beginning this is 13 and this is 5 when A بتساوي 1 يبقى إذن equality does not hold يبقى A transpose في A is not equal to A في A transpose إذن شنو؟ إذن A cannot be equal to 1. You got it? How you can solve by your method? واضح يا جماعة؟ واضح؟ انتوا في صوت سامعني؟
يا سامعين واضح يعني
واضح؟
الدكتور
واضح يا
Yes, واضح.
واضح
Okay. So if you want to solve like that, yeah, okay, you can go. Because he said when A1 طيب أشيل ال1 وأعوضها واشتغل بدل ما أشتغل بالماتريكس 2 3A Okay, no, from the beginning I substitute the 1 and check. Is it okay when A1 or no? Okay. طيب. Now we want to solve this one. Is it true that this determinant, no matter what value you put for X, is going to give you a positive value or a zero value, or sometimes can have a negative values. يعني لو خطيت دي 2 2 2 2 2 ولا خطيت المرة الجاية minus 5 minus 5 ولا I put half 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 no matter what I put there any real number then is it always a must that this one should be greater than or equal to 0 so either 0 or something positive but it could never be negative or no this is the question okay what do you think how can I solve what should I do I'm waiting to hear the determinant this is not a matrix type that means you want to reduce the determinant أنا اللي بيهمني شنو في الquestion هل الdeterminant دي greater than or equal to 0 or no I know how to find the determinant correct يعني واحد ممكن يحلها he says خلاص I find the determinant use يا first row يا first column يا whatever let's say that I'm using this to find the determinant so what I'm going to find so the first one 1 and then the determinant determinant what we do we cancel this and we cancel that and then I take شنو هتبقى شنو هنا 1 1 1 and then x 0 x and then x x x so I need to evaluate this determinant and then after plus 0 في الdeterminant حقتها but 0 times anything is 0 correct then plus x وأخذت الdeterminant correct هنا the plus sorry this is minus this is plus this is minus correct so plus x في الdeterminant حقتها بعدين minus x in its determinant like that and then evaluate each one of these determinant لازم أحسبها now what do we have a 3 by 3 يبقى I have to find 1 يعني تجي تحسب للdeterminant لما في النهاية تجيك قيمة واحدة. You will expand this one. How I expand this one؟ تطلع القيمة حقتها اللي هي حيكون 1 في this is 1 multiplied by a determinant بتاعت 0 x x x and then minus 1 في a determinant حقتها. What is the determinant of this? You cancel like that, so it's going to be x x x x and then plus this one في a determinant, its determinant, and you go like that. So x0 x x, correct? So كده you find this one and then after that طبعا دي خلاص cancel, then plus x and you do the same and then minus x and you do the same. It's long. I can proceed like that, yes, till I reach something, and this something I have to judge, is it always greater than or equal to 0 or no? But I had some rules for the determinant. Why I don't go and use them and evaluate the determinant more easy? كده I can evaluate it, yes. Okay, but moreover, I can make life more simple. What to do? I can use the determinant rules and try to evaluate this one. We said what? If I have a determinant, okay, that I get it from this one by multiplying a row by a number and add it to another, then the two determinant will be equal to the same. Actually, this is here row operations, correct? طيب يبقى حيكون عندنا شنو؟ What we do. I want to evaluate this more easy determinant دي. So it will be more easy if I can put this one, make it 0, and this one make it 0. صح؟ لأنه if I want to expand this column حيكون عندي only one element. صح؟ يبقى yes. So this determinant actually is the same as, is equal to, which determinant? Get the other one. The first row as it is 1 0 x x. This is, since there is a 0, I leave it this row as it is 0 1 1 1. Type. So I make this one 0. How? By either you say multiply this one by minus 1 and add, or just subtraction. صح؟ يبقى 1 minus 1, it is 0. X minus 0, it is x. 0 minus x, it is minus x. And then x minus x, it is 0. And then also as well, I want to make this one here 0. Type. So I multiply this one again في minus 1 and add. أو نفس المعنى إنه just you subtract this one from this one, correct? يعني now I made what? I changed R2 and R3 when new R3 is the same old R3 minus R1. As well, now I want to change R4 and the new R4 is the same as the old, but minus as well R1. And we knew if I did this operation, the first two determinant, the first determinant and the second are the same. This is the theorem we had. And now for this one as same, still the determinant will be the same, correct? طيب يبقى the last row is going to be equal to 0, or x minus 0, it is x, or x minus x is 0, and x minus x is 0. So now what I have using the laws, this determinant and this determinant still they are equal. يبقى now my question is reduced to هل this determinant greater than or equal to the 0 or no? Always greater than or equal to the 0 or no, correct? Type. Now easily I can expand or find the determinant using this column. Type. If I want to use this column, so this is equal to what? 1 multiplied by a determinant حقتها تبع 1. I'll cancel this one. I'll cancel this one. يبقى what I'll have? I have 1 1 1 and then x minus x 0 and then x 0 0 plus 0 في as determinant. So خلاص دي will cancel this one. ما في مشكلة. Plus 0 في determinant حقتها. So no need to evaluate these determinants because they are multiplied by 0, correct? Plus the last one اللي هو برضو 0 في determinant. So also no need to evaluate it. So all this one خلاص no. يبقى this determinant is equal to this determinant multiplied by 1. طيب now to find this determinant you can find it using this row. Correct? احنا قلنا اي row او column or even if you like ليه؟ لانه فيهم 2 zeros or even I can use this column. Correct? لانه calculating will be more easy. Can I use the first? Yes. Can I use the second row? Yes. Anything, any row or column, you can use it to find your determinant. But this one will make مثلا life more easy. صح? Calculations more easy. طيب. Now, what is this determinant? طبعا هنا 1 times الناتج من هنا 1 time anything ب the value. Okay. So now this one. What is the determinant of this? If I expand using that column, so it's going to be 1 times what we do like that. So times the determinant x minus x. Here x, here 0, correct? Yes? طيب plus 0 في something which it doesn't matter. Plus 0 في another thing doesn't matter. يبقى no need for this part. Okay, now what is this determinant? What is this determinant? What is this value? This is equal to a determinant دي بكم؟ I'm waiting for an answer. This for this, it's 0. 0 minus this for this by minus x square. Minus في minus by positive. So this is equal x square. Type I reach in this determinant, which is this value, which is this value, which is this value. الأنسر حقها شنو؟ x square. طيب okay. So this determinant الvalue حقتها is equal to x square. طيب هل x square is always greater than or equal to 0 or no?
Yes.
Yes. أي
Yes.
عدد مربع دائما يا
Yes.
موجب يا بيساوي 0. لو أخذت 0 0 square اللي هي بيساوي 0. لو أخذت half square حيساوي ربع عدد موجب. لو أخذت a minus 3 التربيع حقه حيساوي 9 وهكذا. Correct? So that means no matter what is the value of a of x, because the answer is x square, so always I'm going to get that this value is greater than or equal to 0. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
واضح دكتورة.
Yes,
بس
clear.
ترمين علينا لو لحظة بس. السؤال اللي بعده عندي سؤال بسيط وعندي
اللي
محاضرة بعد
بعده ولا
7
اللي
دقائق.
قباله؟
اللي بعده وعندي محاضرة الساعة 6 بالضبط تبدأ للعربي.
طيب.
هذا اسمح لي
وأنا
أسألك
كذلك يا دكتورة.
نعم.
عندي
تسمح
محاضرة
لنا.
يا دكتورة بعد الساعة 6.
Okay, so I want to finish يعني okay, just this is very easy. It's in 1 minute we can finish it. But this one, okay, this one, and I'll tell you, okay, everyone knows how to reduce to the echelon form, correct? Okay, and I will open this one and show you. يا جماعة don't copy, please. أمشي حل بنفسك, كويس? Just أنا to gain the time. إحنا we write the augmented matrix, so we have 1 2 a. طبعا ال a is a number. A is real number. Okay, it's not a variable. ما متغير. ما زي الاكس والواي والزد. But here he need لو خدت يعني ده linear system of equation. لما ناخد A ب2 حديني linear system. لما ناخده بنص حديني new linear system. If I put 0 a third linear صح؟ كل ما أغير ال A حديني linear system جديد و there is a new solution for it. طيب he needs specifically what values will give you no solution. هيكون السيستم always has no solution. What values will make it unique and etc. Clear? طب okay. So always we first start by putting في augmented matrix. So 1 2 A1 1 2 A1 then 1 3 1 minus A 1 minus A and then 3 and then etc. So this is the matrix. Correct? So now I told you to solve this kind of problems, try to put it in additional triangular form. But if I want to put in the triangular form, that means what? That means I want to make the other elements 0. If this is now هكتب لي في equations. طيب that is I need this to be zeros. هنا ده triangular. I need حتة ال1 0, this is 0 and this is 0. We do this كيف؟ نفس الطريقة بتاعت reducing to the echelon form. To make this 0 هنا ده كان ال leading one. So this 1 minus 1 is 0. 3 minus 2. This 1 minus A minus A. So 1 minus 2A. 3 minus 1 is 2. Correct? And then we do this one as well 0. ممكن في نفس الستep. 1 minus 1 0. 4 منها 2 2. This minus this again. Correct? أطرح عادي. Then 5 minus 1 4. طيب this one. Now look. Is it في reduced echelon form? No. هل في upper triangular form? Still not, because I want to make this 2 0. طيب this 2 0 I want to change it. Where is the row الفي here? So I can use this row. Correct? طيب sorry, this row. طيب so I multiply this times minus 2 and then we add. صح؟ طيب 0 of minus 2 0 0 plus 0 0. This times minus 2 minus 2 في 2 minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Then this one times minus 2 هتديني شنو؟ minus 2 وهنا حتكون 4A. Correct? So minus 2 plus 4A plus sorry نحن كنا بنعمل شنو؟ بنجمع plus 1 plus A. المهم حتلقى انه وصلت لانه minus 1 plus 5A if you did this. And this one also I'm multiplying this times minus 2 and then I add this to it. So minus 4 plus 4 then this is 0. لحد هنا okay? This is the normal way and usual way we're doing. طيب now if this is the case we want always I told you to start ب 200 عندنا infinitely many solution or when we will have no solution, one of these. Oh, okay, and then we do the other one. And lastly, almost في أغلب المسائل, it's easier to go like that. And then after that, to look after when we will have a unique solution. طيب, and don't write for me just like that, never, or don't show me why. واضح؟ لما بتحل هتحل لي هتاخد لي الستبس هتوريني انك انت فاهم شنو. Okay, now when any system will have no solution, any system could have no solution if this case happen. What? One of the rows, any row, here, whatever, إنه يكون all they are zeros, okay, but here is a number, no matter what is the number, 5, 3, half, any number, 1, whatever. Type. So for this to happen, could I have a row, all its entries are zeros, but here a number? Okay, if this happened, المفروض يكون here. Okay, دايما هنا في حالة triangular form, we look at the end, the last one. طيب, yeah, this I can make it 0. But could I have here a number? No. طيب, why here to be 0 I'll say شنو عشان ده يكون 0 when this will be 0 لو كان عندنا this is equal to 0 when that means 5a minus 1 is equal to 0. This implies a is equal to 1 over 5. طيب okay. I made this part 0. But this is always 0. ما حيجيني number. صح؟ It is 0 there. يعني he didn't put it like a ولا مثلا a plus 3 or whatever. It's not a varying variable. This is خلاص 0. Yes, I want to evaluate the solution. This system can never have no solution. Always it has a solution. لأنه here it's 0. جماعة في ناس بيلخبطوا. مرات يجيهم okay here some number مثلا 0 0 1 let's say and here 0 يقول لي شنو no solution. Is it? No. أنا worrying me here. Okay. If when this is 0 and this is 0, I'm fine. I have a solution. But if this one is a number, then the problem will be because can never have 0 مثلا هنا x y z. That means 0 of x base 0 plus 0 plus 0. كل السايد الشمال حيكون is equal to a number here 3 for instance. Could this happen? Never. مهما غيرت قيم المتغيرات دي I can never because you have 0 multiplied times them. You got the idea? واضح؟ يبقى this system
واضح.
this system
عوضي محل الاي بنص
نص
محل الاي اذا عوضنا.
طيب عوض محل الاي بنص هيجيك شنو 0 0 minus 5 على 2 5 على 2 اللي هو 5 على 2 ناقص 1 الواحد هي 2 على 2 حتجيني 3 على 2. طيب 3 على 2 اوكي here 0. طيب دي الحاجة بتاعت الاكس دي حاجة الواي دي حاجة الزد معناها شنو؟ معناها this implies 3 over 2 z is equal to 0. ده معناه شنو؟ معناها z value عندها value z بتساوي 0. وين المشكلة؟ there is this z حطلع للخطوة اللي بعدها عشان ما أطلع القيمة بتاعت لأنه هنا ده حيكون عندي 0 وهنا حيكون عندي value let's say 1 مثلا let's say هنا 2 و let's say هنا مثلا كانت الفاليو احنا وصلنا لشنو 2. بقدر احل ولا لا؟ خلاص عرفت قيمة الزد 0. طيب قيمة الواي كم؟ حيكون عندنا 1 في واي بواي plus 2z is equal to 2. طيب الزد I find that it is 0. طيب خلاص this is 0 because 2 في 0 ب0 يبقى الواي حتساوي شنو؟ حيساوي 2 and etc. I move to the third one up to get the x value. You got it? So whatever value you put for the a either there is infinitely many solution or a unique solution but can never be no solution. Clear? واضح ليه؟
واضح.
طيب اوكي now يبقى خلصنا من انه this system always has a solution. It is impossible to have no solution. And why? Because this value is 0, so no matter what a takes a value, okay, so here it is 0. Even if the last row can كله 0, but it's going to be 0 0 0 0, not a number. طيب now when the system will has infinitely many number of solutions متى السيستم حيكون عنده عدد لا نهائي من الحلول؟ لما the number of leading ones is less than the number of unknowns. Correct? طيب يعني أنا I need إنه يكون عندي شنو؟ يكون عندي أنا عندي كم؟ X, Y, Z. Correct? So I have, this is the X, and this is the Y, and this is the Z. Already here, I got this leading one, and I got this leading one. Already I got two of them, correct? This is one, and here there is the other one here. Could I have here a third one? The third row? If this happened, no, the number of leading one هيكون بيساوي النمبر of unknowns, and then I will have a unique solution. صح؟ طيب يبقى my task now إنه number of leading one يكون أقل من number of unknowns. So the only way out this to happen إنه here this one to be 0. And since out here 0, I will have no problem. طيب but when this one will be equal to 0 لما يكون عندي minus 1 plus 5a is equal to 0, and that's mean 5a is equal to 1, and this is a is equal to 1 over 5, correct? يبقى yes, I will have infinitely many number of solution if a is equal to 1 over 5. Substitute it. What you will end up with عشان to make sure that your solution is correct هيكون 1 2 and then a 1 over 5 and then here 1 and then 0 1 هنا خدت دي a ب 1 over 5, so 1 هيكون 1 minus 2 over 5, correct? ال1 انت لو عايز ممكن تكتبها 5 over 5, so هتكون شنو 3 over 5, correct? So here 3 over 5 and then here 2 and then this is going to be 0 0 0 0. How many number of leading ones? 2. How many unknowns? X, Y, Z. 3. يبقى infinitely many solution. How we proceed? This has no leading one. يبقى what we do? We let Z بتساوي T, correct? And then we continue our solution, correct? طيب يبقى for this the second one هيكون عندنا شنو؟ Y 1 في Y ب Y plus 3 over 5 Z بتساوي T يبقى T is equal to 2. يبقى what is the Y؟ ال Y طبعا هنا في Z بتساوي T, don't forget it, huh? So that is the Y is equal to 2 minus 3 over 5T. And now we move to the third to get the X value, correct? What's the equation we have? We have X plus 2Y plus 1 over 5Z, but the Z is equal to T, then 1 over 5T is equal to 1. Y, I already get it. I take it and substitute it here in the place of Y. So I can get X in terms of T. صح? So you can get X بتساوي. And at the end, عندنا Z بتساوي T. So infinitely many solution. It depends on the value of T. For every T, you are going to find a value. صح؟ يبقى when this is just for you يعني يا جماعة عشان to understand. Yes, our task is to know, but when this system has infinitely many solution, it's clear it will has infinitely many solution if the A is equal to 1 over 5. Clear? خلاص جبنا can never have no solution, can have infinitely many solution when A بتساوي 1 over 5. طيب 200 حيكون عنده unique solution, everything except this. But هنا can never happen. يبقى everything except this. So for every real number except the number 1 over 5. A can take any number but not 1 over 5. So all the real numbers except 1 over 5. Clear? Is it clear for all?
واضح يعطيك العافية. هذه هي كانت أصعب نقطة تقريبا الواجب. الله يعطيك العافية.
الله يعافيك.
طيب سمح لنا نطلع لأن عندنا كلاس مع المس منيرة.
اوكي وانا حرسل لكم الكلاس المسجل ما في مشكله.
خلاص هو كله واحد. يا اخي النقطة اللي كانت سهلة يعني كانت.
اوكي. So please don't copy وما تتابع حلي. فهمت؟ حل بيدك، حل
لا.
بيدك. انت فاهم، الباقيين مش انا معك. I'm sorry. Okay, now this one, the last question. For the following 3x3 matrix A, determine whether A is invertible and find the inverse. A inverse if it exists. طيب. And here we don't know that this matrix has an inverse or no. في two ways to proceed. طيب كيف أنا دائما بعرف الماتريكس invertible or no? We said we can examine. We can start by A identity. Yes. We put this the other and then we reduce to the echelon form. If we reach to the identity here and here A, حتكون this is A inverse. If I reach لما عملت للreduce echelon form. صح؟ إذا وصلت لform like ال1s في الdiagonal while others are zeros, that means what inverse exists. وحيكون from where I get the inverse, this the part here, it is going to be our inverse. Yes? طيب. So it's easy, you go like that. Okay. But let's assume someone want to test first the inverse exists or no. How he can test in another way? He can find the determinant of A. And then if it is not equal to 0, طوالي immediately ده معناه شنو؟ معناها inverse exist. But in this case, you have to go and find the inverse. Yes, it exists. That means you are sure when you reduce this, it's going to give you this part, the identity. And this part is going to be the inverse. طيب. First, let's test this one. هل the determinant is not equal to 0 or equal to 0? I can find the determinant. مثلا I can use this row. Okay, and find the determinant. But also I can use the laws for the determinant to make life more easier when I am evaluating the determinant, correct? So this is what? This is هيكون عندنا 1, 0, 2. Now I change R2 by adding to it R1. And احنا قلنا في الحالة دي a determinant is not going to change. So this new value is going to be equal to the determinant of that one, correct? I'll do شنو R2 plus R1. So I'm going to get a 0 minus 3 plus 0 minus 3 and 2 plus 2 is 4. And now after that, I can make this one as well 0. How can I make it? I'll change R3. The new R3 is equal to the old minus 3R1. So that is, this is going to be equal to what? The third row. Minus, هنا حضرب ده في minus 3. So minus 3 plus 3, 0. 0 في minus 3 is 0 plus 6, then this is 6. And then 2 في minus 3 is minus 6. Correct? Minus 3 في 2 minus 6. Minus 6 plus minus 2 is minus 8. Yeah? And then find the determinant. Now easily I can find the determinant. This determinant is equal to the above determinant. طيب. I can use this one to expand. Yes? لأنه هنا the 0 and here 0. So it's easier now than here to find this determinant. Okay, so the value of this determinant is equal to 1 multiplied by a determinant of this part. So it is minus 3 and 4 and 6 and minus 8. Plus طبعا 0 في anything. No need. Plus 0 في determinant حقتها. So this part خلاص vanishes. طيب, okay, what is the determinant? This determinant minus 3 في minus 8, it is 24. Minus this في this 4 في 6, also 24. times 1. So 1 times this is equal 24 minus 24 is 0. 1 في 0, that is 0. That means this determinant is equal to 0. That means this determinant is equal to 0. So هل inverse exist or no? معناها no inverse. Why no inverse? Because the determinant ماله is equal to 0.
equal 0.
Yeah, because the determinant is equal to 0. يبقى الماتريكس دي I cannot find the inverse for it. Why? Because the determinant is equal to 0. Okay, the other solution, you can find the inverse as I told you. Yes? How you can find the inverse? Try to find the inverse. Try. Okay. Cannot. ما قادرة أفتحها. Anyway, just you do this. Okay, and put beside it 1 0 0 لأن دي 3 في 3 فلازم أخد هنا 3 في 3 صح؟ 0 1 0 0 0 1 and then try to reduce it the echelon form. When you reach you can never you are quite I'm quite sure حاسة ليه لأنه طلعت الdeterminant ما this can never reach 0 0 1 but you will find that it's going to be 0 0 وhere something and here مثلا 1 whatever 0 I don't know here 0 1 and something like that. So that means is not the identity. Okay, يبقى this one is not the inverse. You got the idea? Okay, يبقى this matrix has no inverse since this is not the identity, and that's it. Clear? Any question? Any question? شوفي أنا ما عايزك تاخذي نسبة تشابه عالية نهائي ما عايزك على أساس إنك تكوني confident إنه في النهائي في الواجب النهائي ما حتجيبي similarity عالية. أنا عايزاك تحلي بنفسك وتكوني confident إنك أنت you did the thing by yourself ما عينتي. إذا أخذت على فكرة حس الحلول حقتي بالضبط وأخذ زميلك حتجي نسبة التشابه عالية. خلاص أنا بس عايزاك إنك شنو just you understand the things now and even they are beside you. Write the things. You're typing the things. خلاص كأنك you are solving كأنك في امتحان final and compare حتى your solution should be correct like the solution written there but write your own steps زي ما بتفكري اكتبي. Okay and then let's see at the end. Okay clear. طيب هل في أي سؤال؟ If there is no question then we can stop here.
دكتورة
Yes.
بالكويستشن الأول بس نكتب true or false ولا نحل؟
لا لازم تحلي.
تمام شكرا.
لازم تحلي. هو ذاته كاتب لك justify.
طيب دكتورة كيف نرسل الواجب الحين؟ مرة صعب.
عندك اللينك.
الوورد صعب.
شوف هي it is a must. حاسة احنا سهلنا عليك جزء تبدأ فيه وحاسة تحله وترفعه وحيكون فضل لك جزء بسيط لل TMA الثاني. فأساسا دي الطريقة بتاعتنا في الجامعة. لازم تطبعه كوورد دوكيومنت واكتب لي المين ستيبس مش تكتب لي 2 في 3 ب6 ما للدرجة دي. بس the main steps and I'm quite sure within 4 maximum 5 hours you can type your solution and upload it. Even if you want to finish from this task by today you can do it. وترفع الواجب ولا تنتظر ليوم 29 ولا حاجة. اوكي، عندك في equation editor، استعمل الايكويشن editor في الوورد دوكيومنت to type your
المحاضرة
solution.
مسجلة يا دكتورة؟
yes.
حترسلي على الإيميل.